Okay. Bonjour, bonjour, French ladies. We are live for our second Fashion Friday live stream. So, bonjour, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this call. So, today we're having a number of things to talk about. And if I look in that way, in this way, is because I'm looking at the wall where I've put all my notes. By bullet points. So if I look there, it's because I look at my notes and I'm not looking at the clock. And I've also got notes here, and I've also got notes on here. Got plenty of notes today. So first of all, so my notes. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so the other week, last week, I did a video on color analysis, and there has been many comments, there has been a lot of interest, and I wanted to say thank you for your cooperation in all the comments and your interest in that topic. There was even some other color analysis who joined in the discussion. So I think it was really nice of you all. And please continue the conversation because it's one of those topics, color analysis, especially knowing your colors, etc. That women are very interested in, and many women have problems with it. But if you watch that video, you will see that I'm giving you a very simple test that is easy to apply, easy to understand, etc. At the end of, or towards the end of this live stream, we will have a Q&A. So you can prepare your questions in advance or as we go, but I will answer them at the end of this live stream. So right now we're having the brutal truth of the week. And the brutal truth this week is about that style is hard, but I am here to help you. So yes, style can be hard because you're having so many things to think about. And also there are so many varied advice out there. But for those of you who know me, you know that I'm give the simplest advice that I can give you. And I always explain to you the simple techniques because in my mind, simplicity always works. And actually, simplicity is one of the pillars of French chic. Keep it simple. And actually, the French chic could be embodied by the word simplicity. French chic is a simple style. We don't overdo it. So I am here to help you in all the various areas of your style, from colors, from your body shape, from to prints, to how to minimize the tummy, your bust, how to elongate your legs. Very, very many topics. And I have many master classes and courses. I even got a main program called the French Chic Academy in order to help you. I've also written many books, as you may know already. So if you want to have a look at my website, mariannelecoeur.com, and you will see how in many ways I can help you. So next, unless you've been on holiday or living under a rock, maybe you will have heard that sadly, the designer Giorgio Armani has unmatched relationships with top talent. And unless you didn't know, Armani did not intend on working in fashion, as he had studied medicine at university before serving in the military. But he created his own label in 1975. And the business found immediate success with his reinvented menswear and became a power symbol among American businessmen a few years later in the 80s. And in part, the brand prominence or the brand became, took prominence in pop culture in films such as American Gigolo and the series Miami Vice. And it wasn't long when Armani began sprinkling his magic onto Hollywood's most prominent red carpet events, and stars such as Julia Roberts, who memorably wore a menswear-inspired suit to the 1990 Golden Globes, and Kate Blanchett, who has continuously showed her love for the label through her Armani wears. So on screen now, you will see, of course, at the top is Giorgio Armani, and then below you will see three ladies, well-known stars. We have Julia Roberts on the left-hand side, who wore this dress at the Oscars in 1990. She wears a trouser suit. I'm a bit far from the photos. It is a trouser suit that she wore at the 1990 Oscars. Then in the top middle, we have Anne Hathaway, who wore a beautiful long gown in the 2009 Oscars. And on the top right, we have Amanda Seyfried, who wore her ball gown in 2010 Oscars. Then below, we have Zendaya, who's wearing another gown at the 2024 Oscars, and Kate Blanchett at the Oscars in 2014. Then we have, on the right-hand side, in black, we have Adele at the Grammys of 2012, and even Princess Charlotte wore a gown from Giorgio Armani at her wedding in 2011. So you can see these well-known stars, and what they wore was absolutely amazing and beautiful. Whether it was menswear-inspired suit or ball gown. And now we have, on the left-hand side, you have the model, supermodel, very well-known Linda Evangelista, who is wearing a beautiful trouser suit from Giorgio Armani. And on the right, the iconic photo of Grace Jones in that, I mean, in her menswear-inspired jacket. That photo is absolutely iconic, so well known, and that was absolutely an amazing. Let us know if you're a fan of Giorgio Armani, and let us know if you have any question to comment. So to see you go, Giorgio, au revoir, but we'll see, probably continue to see all his designs in prominence in fashion. So next, I am going to do, or to make an analysis of outfits, the good and maybe the not so good. So we will start with the not so good, which is outfit number 1. So let's see if it's on screen now. I'm going to wait until it pops up on screen. Okay. So you have this lady here who is wearing, we can see a shirt under a cream sweater, a pair of skinny or tight jeans, but cropped, and a pair of, I'm not quite sure what they are, if they are kind of a ballet flat, but real kind of sneakers. It's a mix between the two, but really high up on the leg. So let's analyze together this outfit. So the way I see it is that, first of all, let's have a look at the sweater. The sweater is cut quite loose, square shape, and it makes a straight line on the trousers, as it's not tucked in. But there's something good with the shirt underneath, because it creates a V that points towards the top. So that is a good thing to do. Secondly, we have the tight or skinny jeans, which is not a good look. The lady, it creates short legs and creates also a kind of a funnel look. If there was no shirt or the sweater was put higher, you would see that it gives that lady a funnel look. That means that it's larger at the hip area and really small towards the ankles. And especially it accentuates this funnel look if you have wide hips. For instance, if you have pear shape or somebody with wide hips, you need to avoid the skinny jeans or skinny trousers because it will create that funnel look that overemphasize the bottom area, tummy area, and the hips. So now let's have a look at the length of the trousers of those jeans. They are cropped. So you have the effect of shortening the legs. Okay, so now we have, because of the sweater that is not tucked in and the trousers that are cropped, we have the half and half in the proportions of the body. In order for a look to be flattering, you need to aim for 1/3, 2/3. So 1/3 would be the torso area, and the 2/3 would be the rest of the lower body, if you like, to create the feminine a feminine silhouette, and in order to visually elongate the legs. And here we're having a half and half, which is not flattering. You can see, especially from the back, you can see it more there because the shirt is in a straight line as well. So you can see very well. And because of the contrast between the écru or the cream of the sweater and the black of the trousers, you can see very well you have a half and half. So this is a look to avoid for that reason. And now we have the shoes. So the shoes are black, and they go really high up on the foot. It is called having a high vamp. The vamp is show you now. This is called a vamp. So this is a low vamp because it goes low on the foot, as opposed to the high vamp that goes high. And it does not work on this look either, because, so I'm looking here onto the outfit I'm talking to you. So I keep on looking in order to analyze it. So the shoes are black, flat, high vamp, and you see a little bit of skin at the ankles, and then you see the trousers. So you really have three things really that shorten the legs, if you like, cut the leg. So the leg is cut at the hemline of the cropped trousers. And then you see a bit of skin at the ankles. And then, so that's one block of color. And then you see the shoe in black, contrast with the skin and high vamp. So you can see that the foot or the leg, bottom of the leg is cut in various areas, and that shortens visually the leg. And also the shoes are flat, so it's everything is shortening the leg, shortening the whole silhouette, and also widens it at this area here. So this would be the first outfit would be an outfit that is not flattering. Now we're going to go to an outfit that is flattering. That would be outfit number 2. So I'm waiting for it to be on screen. So I hope you find this outfit analysis helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments, because I always find that it is helpful to analyze an outfit and the various parts of this outfit, various pieces, and the effect they have on the body, on the silhouette, and on the outfit as a whole and the silhouette as a whole. That's very interesting. So this outfit number 2. So sorry, I'm just going to have a quick look. Okay, just to remind me. Okay, so we have this lady. She's wearing a striped shirt, a light striped shirt. It is blue. and it's kept long. So you may tell me, Marianne, it is not tucked in. But wait a minute, because she's wearing a blazer over that shirt, and the blazer is single-breasted. So single-breasted is always slimming visually. You have a one button as opposed to a double-breasted which have 4 buttons. And on the double-breasted, you have the double layer of fabric, which adds a little bit of bulk, and also the 2 layers of button widens the area visually. But this one is a single-breasted. You have the button at the center here, usually around the navel area, tummy area, waist area, which gets the focus of the eye. So the eye, when it sees this, it goes straight to that center button and makes you look slimmer. It gives you a V shape, which is, or double V, if you like an hourglass figure. Okay, and you can see it on the photo very well because the shirt underneath is light colored, contrast with the black of the blazer. So you can really see the V here of the neckline, slimming, very flattering. And you have the other V, the contrasting V on the side. So you can really see that kind of the eye focuses at the middle. Let me know if you're understanding how it works. So the fact that the shirt underneath is loose, I still think it works because you have the blazer over the top. So I think that is not a problem in this outfit. Now we have trousers, we have long trousers, okay, and the shoes are pointy. We don't see any ankle, we don't see a top of a shoe, we don't see really the bottom of the trousers. They're really on the ground almost. So that really lengthens the legs. As you can see the difference, if you can remember our previous outfit, that shortened the leg, this one lengthens it. Okay, everything works together to lengthen the silhouette of the lady and lengthen her legs. And she's wearing over the top a black coat that has a belt. And you can see on the other photo on the side that she wears the coat with the belt belted. So again, that is single-breasted coat, or maybe it hasn't got any buttons, but you can fasten the belt, and that again gives you that hourglass figure. It really shows off or creates a waistline, and that is flattering, that is feminine, and that is also slimming. I'm just going to have a quick sip of water. Excuse me. So please let me know what you think so far, and if you have any question, write them in a minute. I'll be answering them. So next, I'm looking at my notes here. We have, oops. Yep. Okay, so we have now the new autumn fashion trends, and it's all about belts. Belts. And we have a really big selection. We have, so I'm going to take the belts that I've got. To show you. So first of all, we have suede. So suede is very in for autumn, whether it's on shoes, on jackets, shirts, coats, of course, handbags, and a belt as well. So do you have a suede belt? You know, if you have them, they are in trend this autumn, winter. Nice suede. But you have to be careful about suede. It's not as easy to keep clean and good looking as leather. Next. Next, we have the belts that are we call them in French a fantasy. They're a bit, they can be in jewels or a little sequins or something. This one, I've got one like this. So you can wear on top of a dress or a skirt or even a pair of jeans for something that, you know, contrasting or something that's a little bit fun. So this is about autumn. You can really have fun and push the envelopes with your belt. I'm going to show you another one. You have also the chain belts that are in as well. I'm going to get a little bit closer. I don't know if you can see. It's all chains. So they look nice as well. So in silver or gold. Next, you have leather belt. So we all have at least one leather belt. So get it out and wear it. And you also have the thin belts. Okay. So thin belts, and you have also white belts. There's everything at the moment. Disappeared from the screen. Now we have, and you have some fancy buckles as well. If you have a belt with fancy buckles, wear them. They're in, so that's just one idea. Here like this, it's really nice. This from a selection from my friend Adeline at Marraine. They look really nice. Look at that. So have fun with the belts. Wide, medium, thin. And another one also, the Western buckles, my favorite. Who likes Western buckles? So this one is for people who are not shy. Look at this. This is a buckle. That's a Western buckle. Ooh. Look at this. You don't have to have it in blue or pink. I mean, you can have black ones or silver or something. But I think that's so much fun. If you wear an outfit that's really neutral, for instance, you can grab a belt that is in the same neutrals, or you can have something that contrasts for a bit more fun or for attracting the eye towards your waistline, or to give yourself one focus on the outfit. Okay. One little word on belts. Okay. If you are petite or if you have a short torso, you need to avoid wide belt. Okay. Because of the proportion of the body. If you are long torso, you can wear a wide belt. If you have, if you're petite or short torso, you can use the narrower belt. Okay, you have to be careful about that because belts will shorten visually the torso. So be very careful about that. Again, that is simple advice for you, my lovely ladies. Okay, so moving on, I'm looking at my notes. Well, here we are. We are on to the question, the Q&A. So let me know if you have any questions for me. And we do have a few questions. I'm looking at the questions now. A question from Joyce. I need my glasses. A question from Joyce. Did the cream colored top suit the first model? First model, I can't tell. Right, so we were on the, for the outfit. I think the jumper, let me check again, but I think it was, the jumper is a loose jumper, a loose sweater. It's an oversized, we call oversized. I think it's a little bit too wide probably for the lady, and it creates some pleats here on the side, so it could be a little too wide for her. But I know that the trend is to oversize, to wear oversized things. So it's I think could be a little bit, she could wear something narrower, definitely. Thank you, Josh, for your question. A question from, are the pants too long in the good outfit? This will result in wet and or dirty pants. Well, if it's overly, I took the picture from an online brand, and it's a tad too long because it's for a photo shoot between you and me. So sometimes it can be a little too long regarding, depending on the model. But of course, we've seen that many times on photo shoots or on catwalks. The trousers that I think they call them the puddle pants. I think puddle trousers, far too long. But of course, us in the real world, we're not going to wear something that drags behind us or drags on the pavement. So when you walk, no. So I'm very right, Pat, in saying that maybe the trousers would be too long. But you know what I mean when I said that long trousers still elongate your legs, but don't have it obviously dragging on the ground. We wouldn't do that, would we, lovely ladies? So thank you, Pat, for your comments, your question. Now, question from D Style. Or it's a comment. I've had suede in my wardrobe for years. When you have classic pieces, you don't need to follow trends. Exactly. And of course, we know that classic is always in style. If you buy the good pieces, they will last longer. And usually, you can keep them for years. The classic pieces, they're always in style. But of course, we need to talk also about trends, because when something is in trend, it is the time that we can buy it. Because something is not in trend, of course, it's difficult to find it in the shops. If it's not trendy, the shops are not going to have it, usually, unless you buy secondhand, which is fine as well. So it's very good. A question from Molly. Marianne, how do you like, to choose belt width for your outfit and also your body shape? How do you like to choose belt width for your outfits and also your body shape? It depends. It depends on a number of things, Molly, because it depends on your body shape. As we know, there are 5 body shapes. It depends also on, as I mentioned before, the torso. It can vary also if you have plus size, if you have petite, if you have a bit of a tummy. It depends also on the things that you wear. So I can't really tell you right now, do this, do that, because there's so many variables. But I mentioned earlier, the short torso, long torso, the petite as well. If you're petite, avoid a wide belt because you're going to be lost. And also for your outfit. For instance, these trousers. Should I wear a belt with these? Me, I would say no, because I've already got 6 buttons here that point towards my waist, if you like, and it's already a lot to look at, because I'm talking from coming from a French chic lady. I could put a belt on. Okay, I could put a belt on, but my mind, that might be a little bit too much for the eye, but we can try it. A little demo here, my lovely ladies. We all love demos. So it is not shocking. It is not shocking. Actually, it looks quite nice together. So look, let me know what you think. Do you like it with the belt? Do you not like it with the belt? It does work. I chose not to wear any because I thought there was already the big stripe. The shirt is quite bright. You have stripes and they are large, and I have already, that's the 6 buttons. So I opted not to wear a belt because I prefer my style to be a little bit more pared down. But it is possible to wear a belt, maybe with a simpler shirt. If the shirt, let's say, was striped but another thin stripe that could hardly notice it, that could work in my mind. but I find this quite busy with having that, and that, if you know what I mean. Let me know what you think. So you have to think of that. Also, you can think about, do you want a belt that is going to blend in, which is fine. It finishes off the outfit. Let's say wearing a black trouser suit. You can wear a simple black belt that finishes it off. That's beautiful and does not create another focus. Let's say you already have a focus with a necklace, or maybe the red lipstick or earrings, and you don't want anything there because, for instance, you want to appear slimmer, for instance, and taller. So a black ensemble with a belt that is in black is going to be nice, monochrome, slimming. But if you want something that contrasts, you could wear red belt, a white belt, something like that, with a gray belt. Okay, so you have so many variables that I really I could spend 5 or 6 hours giving you a few ideas or talking about this, and still wouldn't be enough because every outfit is different. So my advice to finish, my pro tip would be to always try things on. In front, I've got a full length mirror here. That's why I was looking this way. In front of your full length mirror, and try things on and see, okay, with the critical eye that we had before in critiquing the outfit, not criticize, critiquing. So how do I look? Is it too narrow? Is it, what is the effect you want, etc. And try to have, if you can, write things down in a style journal. I have created many style journals. If you go into my website, I've got a shop where I have many style journals, and also on Amazon. If you go on Amazon and you click Marianne Lecoeur style journal, you can have one. Writing about your style is very helpful, but that's another discussion. So I hope that was helpful for you. Molly. Miss Backstager, pros and cons of buying vintage belts from thrift stores. Well, there are many pros in that. You can have, sometimes it's great to find something that's really vintage, is not trendy, so it's out of the ordinary. Sometimes you can find really good brands, and at a price that is much lower than in the shops. Also, another pro is that you're giving another life to the item. I've bought myself a number of things secondhand, so it's nice like this. And the cons would be, if you haven't tried things on, maybe at home, you may find that it doesn't go with your things. I find that more pros than cons, but let me know if you find more cons. No, it's a comment from Werner. I gained too much weight, I think, to wear my belts and never replace them because I felt my menopause belly was too big for belts. Again, it's a thing to try. Try having a belt over, on your trousers, over your tops. Try to tuck your tops or over dresses, things like that, because many times, and many ladies who are large, who put on weight, and plus size ladies have said that actually they were not with full belts because I thought, oh, it's going to overemphasize my tummy visually. But in fact, they have find that they look slimmer and it makes them feel more confident. So it's a good thing would be to try again in front of your full length mirror and see how the outfit looks. And let us know how you get on. Now with for Vicky, large buckles are uncomfortable on short-waisted. Yes, and again, if you are short-waisted and you have, let me pick this one, a large buckle. So that is a large buckle, isn't it? Look, even on me, I am quite long-waisted, but even then, it takes a big area. It's wide. So if you are short-waisted, you need to avoid things that are wide because that will shorten visually your torso, okay? So avoid belts that are wide and also the wide buckles, okay? Go for the narrower ones. And yes, they may be uncomfortable because they may touch your rib, bottom of the last ribs. Another, I've got a comment for M. Nels. I am so short torso that the white belt looks like a tube top on me. Okay. Okay. From Vicky, how would you clean the good outfit? How would you clean up the good outfit for a petite? So if we can go back to the pictures. Pictures here. So the good outfit for a petite. Well, actually, it would work for a petite, except that the coat have it shorter, because this one is a midi coat, so you need to shorten your coat, have it higher. The trousers are a little bit wide, but they're not too wide. They look boot cut, actually. So boot cut is very good, very flattering for women and petite. The trousers, obviously, these look like they're very long. So obviously, don't have them long that they reach the floor, but you can have them long. Have them shorter to the leg. And the blazer, have it not too long. This one is fine. It's about the hip area, maybe a bit longer. So have it so that it fits a petite. You have various fits in the shop. Always go for petite fit, so that it fits your frame better. And what you could do also is tuck in your shirt if you want it to be fine on that for a petite lady. So to then, what you have to look for as a petite is wearing clothes that do not drown you in. They don't drown your silhouette. Okay, everything in proportion. So where was I? So I hope that is helpful for you, Vicky. Now Sandra asked, jackets are way too big as top of arm, so large. What else could I wear instead? Instead of jackets? Jackets are way too big top of arm, so what else can I wear instead of a jacket? Oops. Instead of, oh, I've lost things. Oh, it's okay. So instead of a jacket, if you can't wear jackets, maybe cardigans. But be wary of cardigans, maybe shorter cardigans. And if you want to know more about cardigans, I did a video on cardigans in my, I don't remember when, but if you go onto my my YouTube channel and you search on cardigans, it should come up. And that, I'm talking about cardigans at length, pardon the pun. So you will have more help on that. And I hope that's helpful for you, Sandra. Joyce, from Joyce, a question. Dear Marianne, can we have a view of the shoes you are wearing? Ah, yes. These are the shoes. Oh, I don't want to lose them. These are the shoes. Can you see that? There. So from the profile, it's going to be more helpful, I think. There's a heel. Okay. Kind of sandally. Okay. There's the shoes I'm wearing with these trousers. And the trousers are long. I don't know if you can see here. Yeah. Okay, so next we have Sandra. I wish you could dress an apple shape 52/28 UK. We did a video. We did a video on dressing an apple shape, Sandra. So again, if you go on my channel and maybe you search on apple or apple shape, you should have that video. Also, if ever you need some extra help on your style, you can work with me one-on-one. Just send me an email, info@mariannelecoeur.com, or go onto my website, and you have various courses, programs, or masterclasses on which you can have, of course, much more and detailed and in-depth techniques and help. Okay, so I hope that's helpful for you. From Sandra, sorry, I am a 60-year-old with a 60-year-old who use a mobility scooter. I live in leggings and loose long tops, but I'm trying to learn. Well, there's no need to apologize, please, Sandra. I have worked with a number of disabled ladies, and at least you're trying, and it's very good. And try things, and trying things is already a good step in the right direction. And also trial and error. Try things if it works or if it not work, and see how it goes. So and experimenting. I often say that to my ladies, that we tend to wear the same things, but sometimes we can try something new, or something, or pairing with different pairings. So we tend to wear the same clothes the same way. So sometimes we can try different things and see if it works. So I think that's it for us. There's no more questions or comments. So I hope you enjoyed our live stream. I will do another Fashion Friday. I will let you know. I don't know a long time in advance. But by the way, I'm looking at my notes here. Yes, on Sunday, I have an upcoming video on the 7 things that scream frumpy. I hope you will love that video. On Sunday at what time? I'm asking my helper.
9 p.m. Paris time.
At 9 p.m. Paris time. So 7 things that scream frumpy. Ooh, that's going to be exciting. So thank you very much for watching this video live. Please click like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and of course, share all the videos and this live stream to your many friends. Please take care, my lovely ladies. Stay chic, and I'll speak to you in our next live stream. Au revoir.